Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Real on the Real. So, we are here to give you all the information on our favorite reality TV shows. So, my name is Uchenna,
And I'm IJ.
and tonight we are going to give you all the tea and dirt
All the tea.
on Real House of Atlanta, Season 13, Episode 17.
Mhm.
So let's get it going. They last week we ended at Blaze,
Right.
Kandi, and her husband's new restaurant. It's called Blaze Steakhouse. They just opened it, and we're beginning this episode still at Blaze, still talking about what's going on with Marlo. So Shamia puts Marlo on blast about her back injury.
You think
Um,
if it was staged?
Stage, you mean a setup?
Yes. I definitely believe that Shamia and Porsha, they were
Oh,
ready.
oh yeah, they were ready. They set her up big time. They wanted her to be comfortable, relax, and then put the bomb Z on her. Yeah, I definitely think so
The
because
Bombazia.
right. So they were like they acted like they were cool with her,
Hmm.
had her talking about her back injury, and then they were like, oh, but didn't you get liposuction? And then she was like, huh, what are you talking about? You mean the one I had 2 3 years ago? Yeah, I've had liposuction before. They're like, no, the one you got right before the trip. And then yeah, so they wanted to kind of like prove that she's a liar, even though she's calling other people out about being liars.
And I thought that was so interesting. She was so dead set against having people be liars. But here she is, the pot calling the kettle black.
Right. She did
Lying.
deny it,
Sure
but
did.
yeah.
I mean, if
But we
you
don't
had
know. We don't know
lipo,
if it's true or not.
oh, if you see her on social media, her body looks banging. She had something done. She had lipo done. She had
Mhm.
lipo done. There's no way.
Right.
And this whole season, I'm kind of not happy with Marlo now. I was starting to really like her, really appreciate her, and
Hmm.
then now it's just like, oh, I forgot you were like this. You're messy.
Yeah. I mean, I still like Marlo. She's still better than what she used to be because she used to be a
True.
hot mess. And I think she's nicer, kinder, not as mean and vicious, probably because Nini's not there anymore and they can't be like two mean girls. Um,
Right.
but I still like her
And I have to say, I haven't seen any outfit of hers that I've like has caught my attention so far this
this
season, right?
season. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's because she put on some weight.
Yeah, and everything's big, baggy, not really
Right.
showing off her shape.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because usually she's on point, but
Mhm.
this season not so much. Even though I think there was a couple of outfits where she looked really good. Um, but yeah, it was yeah, it wasn't good.
Mhm.
But Shamia got what she wanted, and Marlo
It
had to
was
try.
funny when they were doing the tasting at the restaurant. I wanted to say, you know what? I want to be at the tasting.
I know because the food looked real good.
It looks good. And when they were all doing the pounds and
Mhm.
Marlo went to go,
I know.
and Portia was like,
I know. I
I was
know.
cracking up. Portia was just like, she's not giving any edge. She's not giving any edge to
No.
anything.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
And Marlo just has to take it and move on and not even worry about it. I don't
Yeah,
think
and
she's
she's not
pressed.
really concerned.
No, yeah.
I think Portia understands where Marlo's new loyalty
Hmm.
lies.
Yeah, yeah.
It's with
So
the aunties.
it's with yeah, it's with the auntie.
That's where her loyalty lies.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. So then we move on to Portia and Cynthia's pop-up shop, which I thought was a really great idea. How they
Hmm.
had a bunch of black businesses have a pop-up shop and people come in and buy stuff
It
for
didn't
them.
look like a lot of people were there.
It didn't, but they said that they were backed up, around the block.
Okay. Maybe because of COVID, because we have to remember what time period this was.
Hmm. Hmm.
Last November, you know,
Right.
around that time period. And people were following COVID more strictly than they are now.
But not in the Atlanta. Remember, we have a couple of friends who said Atlanta was wide open, not really following any COVID rules because no one was wearing masks, right? I,
Yeah, I hardly see masks on the show.
yeah. So, and I don't think people were. I don't think people were wearing masks at the pop up shop. So,
I have to look back and see, but yeah, you're right. Right.
yes. Hmm.
But
So, what
so
is?
wait, I want to bring something up though,
Mhm.
Uchenna. Did you see Portia's new business? Bed sheets.
Everybody's been doing bed sheets. Like,
Really? Who
yes, the
else?
best. So, basketball housewives. Um, what's her name? One of the basketball housewives did bed sheets.
What is up with bed sheets? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't
Is that
get
the
it.
new weave? Is that the new
Is
hair?
she still doing her weave? Is she still doing
Yeah, it's still on social media.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
wonder why she didn't bring her hair extensions to the pop-up shop.
I think that the hair accessories are probably like it looked like the stuff at the pop-up shop were not expensive items.
Okay. So it's cheaper to do this.
Mhm.
Hmm. So I
So
liked how Marlo was like, I will buy king size. I don't care what color it is.
yeah, just be supportive because nobody supported her.
Yeah, I know. Where does Marlo get her money from? Do we know?
Girl, where? Where? I'm
I don't
just so
know.
confused.
Kudos to her,
Who is her
however she's
benefactor?
doing
Can I
it.
meet him?
Right,
Marlo?
right. Kudos
She,
for her for always keeping it up, however she does it.
yeah,
You
and like,
know,
how does she be getting those clothings? Because those are not cheap things that
no,
she
hers are
has.
couture.
Yeah,
So
like those boots she was wearing with the hand sanitizers in them.
yeah, it's really cute.
I thought that was so cute. I was like, Marlo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Drew's drama is off the wall and so unnecessary. What is she doing? Why
She's
is she
getting
doing it?
airtime. She's getting airtime. That's
It
what
is
she's
because it
doing.
doesn't even make any sense.
It
It's so
doesn't.
unnecessary. I just want to say, can you please leave the show? Because you're I do because it's ridiculous. From the fake husband trip to this prophet bullshit. Oh, so we're supposed to cry because the prophet can't do your daughter's christening.
Because you chose not to have him be there because he's not being prophet like.
Then
But
get
then
someone else.
and then which prophet do you know be wearing Gucci and all that stuff and hair
Right.
is super shaved and shaped up. I was just
Right.
like you said, religion makes money.
Yes. Yes, it sure does, especially in Atlanta.
And I'm prophetess Jama at your service. That's
Yes,
a
and I'm her
headband and
manager,
everything.
so call me.
But yeah,
So
that
it was so confusing what was going on. Like,
and everybody just went along with the flow.
especially her husband. Her husband was probably like, "This is some bullshit," but I'm gonna go along with it. He was because it didn't make any sense, and she was
No.
so serious.
And the rest of the girls were just like trying to figure it out. Like it was
Well, no,
really
well, Kandi was
something.
like, "What is she talking about?" And so was no, Cynthia was like too. Cynthia was like, "This is no big deal," and Kandi was like, "What is it even any of her business who the prophet is sleeping with?" And he is a grown man, and she brought up a really good point. If Toya is under his tutelage, is he not the one taking advantage of Toya, not the other way around?
Right,
He
right.
is the one who is doing the wrong. And
Hmm.
of course, it just flew out a one ear, empty space out to the other of Drew's, and she didn't pay no attention to it. So
I think that she just needed something to talk about. And kudos to her because we had nothing else to talk about during this episode. I mean, like really nothing else to
that
talk
is
about.
true. That is
So
true.
thank you, Drew, for bringing nothingness into our life and not making us, well, you did make us waste a good hour of our time because
Right,
this
right.
episode was kind of dryish.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Are
It
they going to
was.
take another? No. next week is the season
finale.
finale.
Yeah, but then we got another 3 reunion episodes. They've drawn that out as much as they
How
can.
can they draw out this season into 3?
Bolo, Bolo, and more Bolo.
No, this honestly, they could do this season review and reunion in one episode. I
But
wonder if they're gonna have,
it's been a great season.
yeah,
It's been a
especially
good
for
season.
COVID.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a really good
Yeah,
season.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. It's been a great season. I have to say this. I mean, I know when Dior comes back, she's just gonna look at me. If it wasn't for Kenya, it would have been a boring season.
Kenya always brings the drama.
Ooh, we have to talk about Kenya and her and
Oh,
the Morehouse. So our girl Marlo finally gets invited to the Morehouse.
oh, I know.
So that was
And she
interesting.
didn't have no food or no drinks.
Again, I would have been like, no, she
And
did
Marla
have
had to order
alcohol.
food.
She did have alcohol.
She
That's
did.
all
You're
she
right. She did
had,
have alcohol.
but no food. I think I would have been fine.
Yeah, right.
I'd ate some mints out of
But
my purse.
Marla wasn't, and she ordered food for them, which was hilarious.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I was
and she had
laughing.
a breast reduction. So I
Correct.
had thought that she had implants because she was humongo wongo. Her breasts were huge, but I guess they grew because of the pregnancy. And even though she was losing weight, her breasts weren't going down. You know.
Yeah, her breasts were huge. All their breasts are huge, right?
Hmm. Yeah, but
But their
hers were
breasts, all their breasts look real though too.
right, and I guess hers were realish, right? Because she
I
had a
don't
reduction.
know. I don't know. You can still have implants and have a reduction.
Well, I think that her breast grew through pregnancy, and she had implants in there, and they had
Okay.
to take out some of like the breast tissue that had grown because of
And
because
then
some that
reshape
happens to
them
some
so that
women,
they're up. Reshape them
right?
so that they're up.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
mhm.
So she got to come to Morehouse. I don't think it was as exciting as she thought it was going to be.
Right?
And then Tanya, she
Toya.
Toya,
Oh, mm-hmm.
go ahead.
Called the prophet. Oh my goodness, girl,
I'm sorry, I'm
you need
slate.
some Red Bull.
Maybe some tea might do me.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I thought that was weird that she just called him up.
No, I thought it was good. Like, let's clear the air, let's get the real tea, and let's solve this issue and show
But
that Drew is a liar. Okay.
yeah,
So
Drew's a liar. Is it lying or just making drama up?
yeah, it's
And then
they.
how do we know that she's not involved with him? We don't know.
I don't. And even if she is, so what? They're two grown adults. He's not. He doesn't have a fiance. So I thought it was real good that she called him up and he told him what happened. What the truth was.
I could see that. I could see
Yeah.
that. I'm
Hmm.
surprised he stayed on and talked to them, but
Right.
he looks like the type that enjoys a bit of drama
Hmm.
and doesn't mind the airtime.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure he was happy to call and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And
so
I'm
that was
happy
good.
that he didn't say anything inappropriate about Drew.
Or when Toya asked about her husband's trip, he
Right.
was he was good and he was like, "Listen, I don't know anything about that."
Mm-hmm.
So he was
Right.
acting like a prophet. He was.
Right. At that point.
Yeah.
Right.
So what do you think about Mark and Kenya? Why do you think she can't let go of him?
It's not that she can't let go of him.
Hmm.
She can't let go of the dream.
Mm,
That
yes.
dream of being married and wanting that dream is what's keeping Kenya going.
Hmm.
I mean, to me, if I can't even come to my husband's house, why you're saying my husband's house instead of our house or our
Hmm.
home is that's
Hmm.
the first issue.
Hmm.
But why I can't even come to your house, why you can't even take care of our daughter without me being present,
Right.
why you're talking about divorcing me and put me all over blast on social media, why am I even thinking about being with you? It's because
Right.
she's in love with the thought of being married.
Yeah. No,
And
that's
that's what
true.
she wants. She wants that family, but she doesn't
Hmm.
realize even if he stays with her, she'll never be happy.
Mm-hmm.
She will never be happy.
Because
He'll
he'll
cheat
never,
on her, and he'll
yeah,
never
and
treat her the way that she wants to be treated.
no, he can't. He doesn't really want to. I mean, it doesn't seem like he really
He
wants to
wants,
be with
yeah.
her.
And I have a feeling that it wasn't sex. I'm thinking that it was her doing other things to him, most likely.
Oh, mm.
I mean, I shouldn't really say that because I don't know what they were
Mm-hmm.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, you haven't seen him in how long. He's here for your daughter's birthday, and then you have sex with him
I mean, they are married,
after he says, "I want to divorce you," and he
and
tries to serve you.
he's been with other women. Yeah, I know.
That alone, yeah.
Right.
So no, I'll pass.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good. God
Yeah.
bless.
Well, hopefully by next episode, I don't even know what their status is. I don't know if they're
Yeah,
divorced
and
or
so
not.
that's right. I'm gonna look it up to see,
Hmm.
what their status is if they're still together or not.
Yeah. Hopefully they're divorced for her sake and
Mhm.
she can move on.
Unless
Hmm.
he's using this for social media to help his restaurant business.
Yeah, even I wonder if his restaurants are still open or if they're going
Right.
to reopen. I wonder what's going on with that.
Right. I'm not really interested in eating there.
Yeah. Too many other good restaurants in New York City.
Right,
To be
right,
bothered.
right.
Yeah. So, I
Well,
mean, that's all there really is to talk about for Real Housewives, you know.
yeah, we stretch it out as long as we can, people.
Right. So, I mean, it was an enjoyable episode. I still enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the girls are always funny, crazy, entertaining.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, it's a good crew except for Drew. I'm just kidding.
True is fine. She adds to the drama.
Yeah, she does.
I want to find out what Candy's new thing is that she's t- being on. Is it a show called Envy? Because I could have sworn.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen commercials for it.
Yeah, and I
It's on
seen her.
Lifetime, right? It's on
Right, right.
Lifetime.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
I'm
seen it. And it looks interesting.
by
It's
TDJ.
T T T D T J Dates. Wait, no. T D Jake. No.
Yeah, I think that's
TJ.
TD Jakes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It does look pretty good. So we'll have to watch that and see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So we only have possibly 4 episodes left, guys. So please, I know, can you believe it? So please make sure that you like, comment, turn on your notifications, and please
Subscribe.
subscribe. Right? And we will see you guys next week and have a wonderful week. All
Bye,
right. Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Wow.